Well, NerdWallet is out with its first ever car buying and ownership report that finds which group of Americans spends the most on vehicles each month.
And joining us this morning is Sara Rathner, a finance expert with NerdWallet. Good morning and thank you for joining us. Now, in this report, who spends more now?
The younger you are, the harder you have it. It's Gen Z by a mile, followed closely by millennials. Yeah, 20% of Gen Z car owners spend more than $1,000 a month on their cars.
Ooh, they are
That's
looking good. They're fancy. If people are concerned right now about the cost of buying a car, what advice do you have? Maybe something to ease their minds a bit.
Yeah, obviously buying a car is still expensive now compared to how it was a couple years ago, even for used vehicles. But there's some areas to save. The first thing is, of course, on the auto loan. If you're planning on financing a car purchase, you want to go to a bank or credit union and get pre-approved for a loan before you get to the dealership. So you come from a place of strength when it comes to negotiating. Perhaps the dealer could match what the bank or credit union offers. But if not, at least you have that pre-approval in your pocket. You also want to think about insurance costs. Only a quarter of car owners shop around for a new car insurance policy once a year to see if they can get a better deal. And that's a pretty low effort way to find substantial savings.
Now, you just mentioned insurance, but are there really many ways that you can save on insurance when it comes to your vehicle?
Well, one thing you can try is to bundle it with another insurance policy like your homeowner's or renter's insurance. And that's a way to get a package deal that could be cheaper per month than having those separate policies on their own.
All right, now let's talk about what we can do just to figure out once you go there. What is the percentage most people are paying on a car right now when they go? I know it definitely depends on your credit rating and all that, but what are you seeing for the most part?
Yeah, the average American household is spending about 12% of their take-home pay on their car. That translates to roughly $550 a month. But millennials are paying more than that, about $821 a month. And then Gen Z, of course, is getting close to that $1,000 mark on average.
Got it.
Now, with the price of gas the way it is right now, and if you do decide to own a vehicle rather than lease a vehicle, are there ways to save there?
Yes, so obviously electric vehicles and hybrids are gaining in popularity. It's not always easy to switch your car to an EV because there are other things to consider, like where you can charge it near where you live or where you travel to. But you can also think about ways to save at the pump, like using an app like Gas Buddy or even cost comparison on Google Maps that can show you what different gas stations in your area are charging. The gas station right by you is not necessarily the cheapest option. Sometimes it's worth driving up the block. And, you want to also combine shopping around for gas with a cashback credit card that earns at least 2% cash back at the pump. You can also join fuel loyalty programs that knock a few cents off per gallon.
Now, is there a certain type of vehicle that's more affordable these days? You know, pickups are popular in Texas.
Yeah, pickups and SUVs are very popular nationwide, and obviously the higher demand a car is, the more expensive it can get and the harder it can be to find a used car that is what you're looking for. That's something that I'm facing right now myself, trying to buy a car this year. So that's something to think about, but you also want to think about what it is you and your household needs out of your car. A pickup truck might be appealing, but if you're not towing anything, you might get more out of a more fuel-efficient, smaller car. Even though it's not what you want, it is what you need, and it's more affordable.
Great information. Sara Rathner with NerdWallet. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you.